What is up, guys? Welcome back. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Today is the day we have the AC bracket, the thing we have been waiting for. As you can see, it comes in a beautiful little bag, the LOJ bag, and we are going to get this damn thing on today, and we're going to see how much progress we can make. So I've kind of learned from the last couple of videos that I don't need to be telling you how much we're going to get done, because apparently shit always changes. So we are just going to get started on this, and we're going to see where this day takes us. So let's get started. All right, to give you guys kind of an overview, this is the bag. This is kind of how it's set up. This is the tensioner, all the bolts, all packaged real nice. Just like I mentioned in the last video, LOJ makes it really nice to see all the parts, make sure you have everything, and puts it in individual bags pertaining to what, you know, is going to be used. So first things first, I want to take out the prettiest one. You guys can see, solid piece, machined. This is actually going to sit pretty much just like this. So that will be bolted to the block. And then you can see that there are holes drilled on that side. That will make it where the AC compressor will bolt from this side to it. We also have this bracket. This bracket will be bolted down on the bottom to here. And that will allow another bolt hole here for the bottom one on the compressor here. And so, this one right over here. And so that will make it where all the mounting tabs will bolt just like a factory setting. But I'm not going to get too much into it. I'm going to show you as I go. That way you guys can see it installed and the visual on how it's supposed to be. So let's bolt this up. All right, and showing just how pretty everything goes together. There's going to be 3 hex head bolts. They're bluish in color. You can see that they go to the front of the block. The 2 longer ones obviously go through the thicker part, and the shorter one goes right here. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull out this bracket right here, and this bracket actually goes, if I can get it out of here, this bracket will actually go off to the side here through this hole right here, with the taper part going down. I'll explain why in just a minute, but let's install this bolt next, and we're gonna put the plate on it just like that. Installed like so. We're gonna leave it a little bit loose because we need it to be able to rotate. If you guys can see, there are 2 holes here and 2 holes here, and that will be for this plate. This plate actually bridges the 2, and the big hole will be in the back like that. So we're going to use the 4 little bolts like this to bolt this on, and then we'll be able to tighten everything up so we can put the compressor on. Man, I need to reiterate on how much I love this kit. This LOJ kit is just so sick. This thing's going together so quickly, and pretty soon we're going to have the compressor on with no issues. You can see now how the bracket sits. Also note that this hole, you can see that there's more meat material up top than there is on the bottom. This is the correct direction that it's supposed to go. So if you guys put it in and the holes don't line up, that might be the reason why. So before you install it, make sure that there's, you know, more material on top of the drilled hole rather than on the bottom. But all of this is loose. Now that we know that this bracket's on here and the way it should be with the correct spacing, now we'll tighten everything up. All right, one last thing we need to put on before we put the compressor on is the tensioner. You can see how it goes down like this, and we're going to actually put it on there. There's 2 bolts that came with it. They're golden color. So after that, the only thing we have left is these 3 bolts and the spacer. The spacer actually goes between the back one like that, and then the compressor will be on this side of it. But other than that, everything will be on. We'll be even able to put the, okay, wait a minute. I need to go get a puller. So after we do this, I'm gonna go get a puller so we can pull this off. We can put the balancer on. I almost forgot about it. So yeah, that'll be after this, but let's get this on. I'm super anxious to see how this is gonna look. Tensioner all installed. Now let's put this on. Y'all know what this look is for. Okay, so I had to lower the sway bar. The reason why I had to lower the sway bar is because it wasn't going in. And so I was like, okay, no big deal. I'll let them know, lower the sway bar. But we're in much bigger problems. You can see that the holes here are pretty far off. When I put it up there, it's probably, I don't know, 1/2 inch at least. Actually, it's probably more than that. It's probably 3/4 of an inch. But in here, because we're using LOJ for all of the bracketry, for the, you know, all of this stuff, and we use ISR mounts, it's hitting the mount. I can't push it back any farther. I can't move the mount over. I can't change the bolt. It's actually hitting on the bolt, making it where these are not lining up. You can see, actually, there you go, right there. You can see how far off it is. It has to go over that much more, and we don't have that room. Oh, man. See, this is like, that's why I said in the beginning of the video, I don't know how far we're gonna get, so let's just get going. It stopped pretty quickly. So, all right, well, time to regroup. I need to call Myke and figure out, I mean, I think the easiest thing would probably be just to order the LOJ mounts. I looked on their site and the mounts are completely different than how these are. It's much thinner. I don't know. All right, let me regroup and I'm gonna get back to you in just a minute. I just tried calling him, he's calling back. Hello?
What up, fool?
Man, you're gonna kill me.
What happened?
So I'm putting together all of the LOJ stuff, and I like the compressor is ready to go on, but guess what?
What?
The mount's in the way.
What mount?
The ISR mount.
The engine mount?
Yep. Remember how like when we were trying to like mix match the LOJ stuff with the ISR stuff for the first time around? Remember, like some stuff didn't work? Well, now, so this bracket puts the compressor too far in and it's hitting on the mount, and I don't know what to change.
He says doing what?
It's hitting the backside of the compressor is hitting on the mount, the engine mount, and so it won't go in far enough to be able to mount up to the block.
Is there anything we can trim?
No. It's got to move at least a ½ inch. That would be me cutting like ½ inch out of the mount. It might be something you got to see. This is crazy. Sorry, brother. Not trying to call you more bad news, but I was like, damn it. I know. If it's not one thing, it's 11 and a half others.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. So I'll send you some pictures and let you know what it looks like. And
yeah, remember they have their own headers, exhaust, all that shit won't work.
yeah, I know. So, all right, I'll send you some pictures in real quick.
All right.
All right, later.
All right.
All right, so yeah, I gotta send Myke some pictures, some video, you heard, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's, you know, a good reason why we do these videos. I try to explain everything step by step, so that way it's not like, oh, we fudged this, or, you know, we made this work and didn't tell you what was going on. And also it allows you to see that, like, sometimes some kits just don't go together. We actually ran into this problem when we were doing Myke's first LS3 setup, and we tried using some of my old LOJ mounts and tried using it with, I don't remember what it was, to be honest. I think it was the trans mount from the ISR, or no, trans mount from the LOJ kit with the ISR front mounts, and it didn't put it in the correct position. So, I mean, it's just like you heard Myke say. He said, you know, that they use different headers, different everything. And so this being machined, it's probably machined to fit with their kit. And since we have ISR kit and we're using LOJ stuff, we were hoping, you know, it's just going to go together, never anticipating that this was going to be the thing. But I mean, you can see on the back there, it just does not want to go in. It's way too far out this way. And I can't trim, I can't cut, I can't take bolts out, I can't rotate. Man, I don't know. So, all right, I'm gonna grab my phone. I need to send him some pictures and video, and I guess we're gonna, you know, kind of see where this goes from here. So, sorry, y'all. I mean, I was hoping to make more progress. Maybe we'll be able to figure out something. Maybe he can call LOJ or something, and we can figure out something. But unless they know how to move bolt holes or trim something without me having to take everything apart, I don't know. So yeah, let's see what happens. ground down as much as I could because I still want to be able to get a little bit of something on that if we have to take the bolt out for the mount. But due to how much it needs to come over still, even if I took that bolt out, I don't think it's going to do enough for me to bolt it up flat how it needs to be. I can't grind down the compressor. I'm definitely not going to grind it down with it being charged. So kind of at a loss right now. I think Mike's becoming increasingly frustrated with this too. He said if he can't have AC with it, he's probably going to get rid of the car. So I'm going to try and do everything that I can do to make this work. Maybe, I don't know. I really have to like change that mount is the thing. You can see like these things are like big dads. Look at how much they stick out. The other one, the LOJ one, actually goes in. It's like, it's a lot thinner. It's not a big round piece. It's just flat here. And then the bolt goes through. So it's actually moved over 1/2 inch, which is what I need. All right, so we got this idea to grab another compressor. I have another one, just like the one that's on the car, to see if we can grind down some stuff. And you can see how much more I've ground down on the bolt. It's like almost flush on the inside. And I also ground down the back of the compressor. I have one bolt in it, so it's hard to see, but even with as much ground down as we can, because on the back of the compressor, I actually ruined this one. It's cracking on the back into the compressor, so this one's no longer good. But I wanted to see how far we could go, and it still hits, and you can see those bolt holes are way off on both sides. Sorry, the sway bar's in the way, but it doesn't matter. I can't push it up anymore. I can't grind away anymore. Can't grind away on the bolt anymore. So I don't know, it's not looking good for this project. Mike is like adamant about having AC in it because his daughter will be driving in this car, and so he, I mean, pretty much said if there's no AC, there's no point in keeping the car. He wanted to have like, you know, kind of a like badass like family wagon, but if it doesn't have like the comforts of everything that he could have, he's really kind of over it. So putting money and time and all of these headaches that we found into it, you guys have been seeing like everything we've dealt with this car. I mean, from the harness to the mounts to the AC to the alternator to the brackets to, I mean, literally everything we've touched on this car, it seems like there's been some kind of issue. So yeah, I don't know. I think right now it's lunchtime. I'm about to go get something to eat. It's like almost 1 o'clock and I'm starving. Maybe I'm getting frustrated and, you know, maybe something will come to me. So I'm going to go grab some food real quick and then, I don't know. I mean, y'all might be able to win a LS3 swapped G sedan. Who knows? I don't know if we're going to take the stuff off. I mean, it could be just frustration talking, but I do know he wants it to be where like it has all the comforts of all luxury cars, just, you know, kind of in his own way. So if it doesn't, you know, come out that way, I think that maybe he is going to get rid of it. So I sent him a video, showed him that there's really no way that we can do anything with this right now until maybe I can call LOJ and see where the mounts sit, if they have any insight on where they sit, mixing it with an with the ISR kit, and you know, maybe like I said, I was looking at the LOJ website and their mounts, because of how thick these are, they really do sit like 3/4 back farther, and that's what we need for this to be able to mount up. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat and I'm gonna get back to you in just a second. All right, so just got back from eating. Couple hours has passed and I still don't know what to do with this. Me and Mike have been trying to figure it out, kind of scratching our heads right now because we don't really know the direction to go with this and how to remedy it. Mixing mount kits with different, you know, accessory drives and different things like that really hasn't paid off. We tried it in the past. I guess, you know, when we started doing this, we thought this would be okay just because it was just the accessory drive stuff. But because things sit in different places with different backspacing and that type of stuff, I don't really know, man, it's bright. I don't really know, you know, a way to go. So I think right now we're gonna cool it off of this. And I think for today, I think I need to put like this cover on. I need to finish building this engine. So the homie is actually wanting me to put this in his car next. So I'm gonna finish building this, but first we gotta run a Nissan. I think I'm gonna grab some of their silicone gasket stuff and a few other things that I need. And then I think we're gonna come back and maybe put this together a little bit. I know Myke wants to bring the 300ZX by a little bit later, so we'll show him this, get his reaction on this, and I don't know, maybe we can pick his brain and see if he has any insight on it. So, but yeah, we're gonna do that right now. So let's shoot over to Nissan. Park over here real quick, run in, grab these parts, and we're out of here. All right, so we're home now, got the liquid gasket stuff. We are gonna use that to reseal the rear timing cover, the front timing cover, the oil pan. I do need to clean this off a little bit more though. It's not too bad, but that's definitely not to my level. I do have to change the oil gallery gaskets in here too. They were actually broken when I removed this, but I don't think we're gonna keep continuing with this video, a whole video now on like a VQ build, because I'm really only, actually I don't even have, the oil gallery gasket. So all I'm gonna be able to do really is just glue it onto here, let the glue set, and yeah, that'll be it. So I really don't have much more. Today has been kind of an all over the place bust. I mean, we've learned a lot, and I hope you guys have learned a lot too, but I think right now I'm gonna call it. I think the girl's about to be home pretty soon, and so we gotta do like an oil change on her car, and you know, it's like almost 6 o'clock, so probably get ready for the night. And yeah, anyway, today I feel like we got a lot done. We learned a lot, but we didn't make any progress, if that makes sense. But anyway, like I said, I hope you guys have learned from this. I hope you guys are still digging the content. I'm sorry that this is kind of staying somewhat stagnant. We really are trying to push forward. Myke came over for just a few minutes. You can see he brought the 300ZX. If you guys weren't interested or didn't get a chance to get in the 300ZX giveaway, it's closed now, unfortunately, but somebody is gonna get that sick ass car. Or he even like sweetened the pot and said if they don't pick the car, it's like $20,000. So check out his Instagram. It's at Myke. I'm sure you guys know, I don't have to tell you guys, but he's gonna let you guys know when he's gonna be doing the giveaway drawing and all of that. So anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I have a couple things that I have to talk to him about to try and figure out kind of the direction we're going on this. This actually might be a stagnant, you know, project until we figure out kind of the direction. Now I have this removed. You guys can see how much I took down of that bolt, and there's still not enough space. So yeah, we're kind of, you know, in a pickle right now. But anyway, I love y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for rocking with me for so many videos, and you know, going through kind of the trials and tribulations of all the stuff that, you know, is an everyday real occurrence. Oh, and somebody stopped by today. I'm not going to tell you all what, but there's a small possibility something good could be coming in the future, and it's another car. And so the Datsun is still happening. I don't want you guys to think that I've left out on that, but trying to find one in a condition that I want, because I want to be able to drive it. Like I've told you guys in the past, if I get a Datsun, I don't care what motor's in it right now, because it will be coming out. I do plan on HR swapping it and doing some like super sick stuff to it. I want to like clean it up like a Triple S Bluebird and just make it just a sick street machine. But when I get it, I want it to be here so I can drive it and, you know, make content on that too. So anyway, yeah, be on the lookout for that. I think the guy said probably within the next week or two, I think he's going to, you know, kind of tell me if I'm going to be able to acquire that project. So yeah, I'm kind of stoked about it. Something you guys are not expecting, I can promise that. But anyway, I hope you guys have been well. I hope your families have been well, and much love. I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace.